Brooklyn really on a roll here. A good-looking, fast-paced team in red and white and black, the traditional Brooklyn Lacrosse Club colors. Zach Higgins, as you mentioned, Scott, as well, getting the starting goal. A member of the Ottawa Black Bears in the NLL, had a great start to the season there and gave Ottawa a chance almost every night pretty much. And then down at the other end.
That's going to be Hutch. They called an audible.
There you have it. Drew Hutchison getting the start tonight. Nick Rose, the backup tonight for the Otonabee Township native of Drew Hutchison. And he's a perfect 4-0. Picked up the win in Brooklyn on opening night. And here we are, the Lacrosse Club of Brooklyn, the Lakers here of Peterborough. Jake Withers on the draw, and it's showtime here at Lockett Lansdowne. And the Lakers win the opening draw. And Tony across. Patience by the Lakers Residents. They score! Holden Katoni. And it's 1-0. Peterborough Lakers.
With Hutchison on the bench for the extra attacker, the Lakers take advantage of the 6-on-5. It was going to be a holding call for Brooklyn. Hutchison on the bench at this point. You can see the 6 blue jerseys out there, and the Lakers execute that play perfectly. Brody Burkhoff plugs up the lane. He was staying in the middle, and then they had 5 guys along the outside who were able to work that ball around, and Katoni with the finish.
360 here almost, comes over here to the near side for Will McLeod to play. Back to Wesley. A little hop, skip, and a jump, and decides to shoot. He scores! What a shot, short-handed. It's a 1-1 game.
Wesley from long distance, way outside. Just trying to get something on net. Killing off that penalty, not much time left on the shot clock, and you can see the crowd. That story tells it all, the silence from the fans here. You can just see Wesley with a nice little juke. Has room off that pick, but way beyond the arc as he unloads that overhand shot to tie this one up.
Side. Saris down low, quick stick by Katoni off the mark. Played though by Residents. Saris Residents coming in, scores! Joe Residents on the power play. It's 2-1 Lakers.
Residents picking that corner perfectly. Just an incredible shot. Capitalizing on the power play for a 2-1 lead. Some good ball movement, and then Residents just steps in. He's isolated on the far side all by himself, and he goes far side, top shelf, as Higgins drops down.
Good. Justin Lee with it. Fake shot, a bouncer goes off the glass, and the Lakers will head down. It's going to be over and back, and it's whistled in. Here's Burkhoff coming in, shoots, and he scores! Heads up play. Burkhoff goes to the net, buries it. First goal, here's a Laker at the Memorial Center. And I'm sure one he won't forget. That makes it 3-1 Peterborough. And gets a little nod on the head by GM and Coach Mike Hazen. Thomas Hogarth. Katoni with a shot, a hard shot on goal. Higgins with a save. And now here comes Brooklyn in transition. Shot and a goal. What a rocket there. Brooklyn coming right back. And that closes the gap very soon after the Lakers took that 3-1 lead. As Hutchison gets a breather. And we'll take another look here. Little pass and the shot right there by Ryan Barnable. That is a pro shot right there, top corner. And it's a 3-2 lacrosse game. Take Katoni with it. Katoni looks for an open man. Hangs on to it, running at a time, way over to the far side. Shot, they score! Austin Hazen all the way from Lansdowne Street. And it's 4-2 Peterborough.
That That one hit the mesh with 1 second left on the shot clock. Hazen knew time was winding down. That's why he unloaded from way outside. It wasn't because he knew he had a rocket of a shot and could probably score from out there. It was more to get the reset. He steps into one, and it goes right past Higgins, but he's right out at the restraining line. Just 2 steps in from the line. What a shot.
But Wesley denied. Loose ball, though, and a full 30 here for Brooklyn as they look to close the gap. They're down by 2 right here. Early second period action. Fake shot, scores. A nice one, too, by Will McLeod. And they do, in fact, close the gap. It's a 4-3 game.
McLeod with a goal to go along with an assist he got earlier, and what a move at the top of the crease. Makes a couple fakes. Hutchison bites, and he's able to drop that ball right into the mesh behind him. There's the original pass. They're working it around. A little give and go. McLeod dishes it down to the corner, and then he drives through the lane. You can see him uncontested after he makes that pass. Just a great play all around from him.
It was. That was a fantastic offensive play. Lakers kind of got caught a little bit. Sean Wesley will quarterback here. This power play's at the top right now. McLeod with it. Wesley. Kiernan. Shot coming, they score. That took 16 seconds of power play time, and Brooklyn leads it for the first time here tonight.
Sean Wesley having himself a game for Brooklyn. His second goal and 3rd point. He's controlling a lot of the pace on this offense. He was quarterbacking that power play, so he was the one who called the play from the top, and then he was playing some catch with both his shooters, and then gets the ball back and decides, I'm going to unload. A wise decision, as he had lots of room at the top to shoot that ball. And still 4:44 left to go.
Ball moved in here. Brooklyn with a chance. Shot, they score. They make it a 6-4 game here with 6:51 to go in the period.
Eddie Renault with the finish on that goal. He's got 2 points tonight as Brooklyn starting to roll. A 2-goal cushion as they're controlling a lot of the pace here in this second period. And you can see Renault looks off a couple passers. He's got some teammates on either side. Drives down the lane, uses his strength. A nice overhand shot.
Johnny Pearson wearing number 15 for the Peterborough Lakers. Shot coming, they score. And we have another one by Brooklyn as they continue to increase their lead. Barnable, I think, on that one.
Barnable with his second goal, 3rd point, and that's 5 unanswered goals for the Brooklyn Lacrosse Club. After trailing 4-2 a minute into this second period, they've now got a 3-goal lead. It's another great play with some nice ball movement, finish with that shot at the top that we've seen several times tonight.
It looks like everything, well, the Lakers did get the extra out of all that. Little fake, comes across, 4-on-3, 5-on-3 that is for Brooklyn. And the shot will be taken here in the next couple seconds. There it is, rebound, and they swipe it in. Not exactly your traditional power play goal, but Brooklyn will take it. And that will thin out the penalty box a little bit on the Lakers side anyhow, as Brooklyn makes it 8-4 with 1:19 to go now. Withers comes out to take the draw here as we took another look, and what a run here that Brooklyn is on. It kind of spread out a little bit too. Sometimes you see the run where you get 2 or 3 goals within 90 seconds or so. This one's sort of been spread out through the whole period. Salt there. A little tuck and roll. I'm not sure what was going on there, but
got up quick, though.
He did, yeah. He executed it very well. As the ball played here, it's going to be taken. Renault with it. 8-4 game. Lakers had the lead. They were up 4-2 at one point. And they've been stuck at 4. 6 unanswered here. Brooklyn coming in. Shot. There's another one. A bouncer. Cole Tucker.
7 unanswered for Brooklyn as number 7, Cole Tucker, the latest to score, and it's a 5-goal lead for Brooklyn. And Tucker playing that one-on-one game. He's all alone. He's waiting for the offense to fully get out there, and he takes advantage of the screen with a nice shot.
Thursday night here. Big fundraiser for the Peterborough Regional Health Center. Shot coming. Sarah scores. Well, it took a while, but the Lakers have broken the run, and Saris picks up his first here at the PMC as a member of the Lake Show.
That man shut the door for 25-plus minutes before Saris is able to solve them. And Pete, you had just mentioned the Coburg Kodiaks coming into town. Well, that's where Saris came from. The former Coburg Kodiak and last year's Rookie of the Year for the MSL.
Rocking the orange shoes too, looking sharp, playing sharp. Shot coming, and they score a bouncer. Ryan Barnable, and it's 10-5 Brooklyn.
That's the hat-trick goal for Barnable, and that restores Brooklyn's 5-goal lead. 11:20 left to go in the third as Brooklyn continues to roll. They had 6 unanswered. Lakers ended up getting 1 back, but then Brooklyn, they respond quickly. And that ball movement from Brooklyn and these set plays, their offense is dialed in. You can see the double pick through the middle and the shot from the top. This game, this could mean a lot for the standings depending on how this plays out. Right now, Peterborough's in first. If Brooklyn hangs on and wins by 4 or more goals, Peterborough could drop to 3rd place.
And Brooklyn on a 2-on-0 as they come in. Arleson shoots and scores. Jake Darlison, the double nickels, putting one by Hutchison. And that may be more than enough on this night. It's 11-5 Brooklyn.
His 2nd goal of the season comes on transition, a 2-on-0, and he takes it to the house by himself. The wise decision. Here it is from the corner cam. You can see a couple Lakers trying to get off the bench, but they're so far back. He had all the time in the world on that one.
Tough angle for him, but still got the shot away pretty good. The righty over on the far side. Under 6:40 to go here. We have more rough stuff happening over by section 15.
And the gloves are off.
Robertson for Brooklyn going at it here. Thomas Hogarth with a couple good shots. Another shot by Hogarth. And he's got Robertson down and gets the decision. And gives the fans a little something to cheer about here. Adam Thistlethwaite coming in too, tapping the glass. As Thomas Hogarth gets a round of applause from the fans. They haven't had a ton to cheer about tonight in terms of any sort of huge goals or highlights for the last part of the game.
You don't see Hogarth drop the mitts too often, but when he does, he's usually pretty angry. It takes a lot to get him frustrated like that. 2 good guys going at it, and you see Hogarth trying to get his own helmet off, but the chin strap was caught. So then he just started throwing the rights. But originally, he was trying to take the bucket off and have an even tilt, and then he gets the takedown and an extra shot in there. Decision going to Thomas Hogarth in that one. 4-on-3 now.
Well, the Lakers coming down. Austin Hazen. Hazen coming to the top.
Brooklyn short a man. They should be putting another guy out.
Shot and they score. Tate Katoni. And now more action after the whistle here. Hazen mixing it up with Nate Woods. far from over in terms of some of the shenanigans we may see here. I don't know, but
yeah, late hit on Katoni after he scored. Hazen comes over to stick up for his teammate who is down. He's going to get the gain. Nate Woods, who laid that late hit on Katoni, waved by to Hazen as he went to the dressing room. And there's the shot from the outside. There's the late hit. And there's Hazen coming in right away. No hesitation. We talked about this team, how they stick up for one another. And as soon as that hit came, you see Hazen. He wasn't putting up with that. Now the referees will have to sort out some more penalties.
We're back, and Withers will win this draw. Jake Withers coming in along with Thistlethwaite. Twister scores. What a beauty. Jake Withers unassisted. Making things interesting late here in regulation. Those kids love it. They had a great view of it. Jake Withers with a highlight reel goal off the faceoff.
7 seconds is all it took for Withers to win that draw and head down the floor. He's got two Brooklyn players in front of him, one draped right on his back, and he's able to execute the shot.
Loose ball, Lakers win the draw. Well, hang in there. You never know. It's going to be an interesting finish. Gilray comes in. Gilray pumps, waits, shoots, scores! Back to back off the draws, and the Lakers are right back in this one with 4:31 to go in the third.
That's how quick things can happen in lacrosse. So we saw Withers scoring 7 seconds off the face-off. This one coming 14 seconds after the Jake Withers goal. Both short-handed goals for Peterborough as Brooklyn makes the wise decision. They're going to call a timeout and regroup.
No, that's got Brooklyn right here on the ropes just a little bit in terms of not the overall score, but just over the last minute or two, trying to mount a comeback here. 11-8 now. Under 4 to go, 3:43 to be exact. And we'll see if Brooklyn can respond. Shot coming, they score. Sean Wesley with a bouncer past Hutchison with 3:31 to go to end that Lakers run. 12-8 now, Brooklyn.
4 goals, 4 assists, 8 points for that man right there, Sean Wesley, who's just put this team on his back tonight, controlling a lot of the offense. Every time on power play, he's been quarterbacking things, and he does so once again. He's got so many options right there on the man advantage, and he just does it all himself.
Presentaritz, Katoni fires off the mark. He's going to have to try his best to keep it in. He does. Robinson shoots, scores! Mikey Robinson. And again, this one's not over yet. 12-9.
Right at the buzzer for the 30-second shot clock. Robinson from long distance is able to fool Higgins, and what a play by Tate Katoni. He hustles back, plays it off the bounce to avoid the over and back, and then Robinson, with 1 second left on the shot clock, he gets it in his stick and fires it into the net before that buzzer goes.
It's some room, shoots, it was blocked. And here comes Brooklyn, looking just for a final one. They score. Good shot there too. Jake Darlison over the shoulder of Hutchison, and good night, Irene. That is going to be enough. 13 will be lucky tonight for Brooklyn.
A huge game for Brooklyn. Talking to Connor Kiernan in that intermission, and their goal obviously is to win, but throughout the season, they want to beat Peterborough. They want to beat Six Nations. They want to be the team that people talk about, and I think the rest of the league is going to take notice after this one.
Solid effort. I'm not sure there's been too many harder workers than number 11 tonight, Scott.
He's had some good shifts out there, doing his thing for the Lakers. Brooklyn wants more time on the clock. I mean, it doesn't matter now. Clock is running.
No, they show Shove it down the floor, and that will do it. Brooklyn with a solid performance here tonight. Will go home with a 13-8 victory. Zach Higgins tonight with 30 saves will pick up the victory between